Hi, welcome to part three of Jesus Mentor Me, where I will be reading from a book and I'm inviting you to read it with me. So today we're going to study how was Jesus like the scribes. I think the last um, video we sort of discussed, what was the difference between scribes and rabbis, and how was Jesus the same and not the same. So today, in many ways, Jesus was in fact like the scribes and the biblical scholars of the day. For example, he taught in synagogues in a seated position, mentioned in Luke 4:20. He gathered his disciples, a technical term for students of a rabbi, and he formed a school of his own. Candidates approached him as they might approach any other rabbi seeking admission into his school. In Matthew 8:19 to 20, Luke 9, verse 57, and John 1:35 bear good cross references about how candidates were admitted to the school of Jesus. At least one of these were already a biblical scholar, as Matthew tells us. A scribe then approached and said, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go," in Matthew 8:19. Like the rabbis, Jesus expected the students to show higher allegiance to him than to their own parents and family members, Luke 9:59 and Luke 14:26. He accepted the title rabbi, although he was neither trained nor ordained as such, in Matthew 26. Almost all the Gospels actually mention this. He debated with scribes on their own turf and terms. He used some of their teaching methods, including dialogue, questions, counter questions, and repetition. Like the scribes, Jesus studied and memorized the scriptures and based his teaching on them. Some approached Jesus as they would a rabbi, asking him to interpret the law, settle disputes, or decide legal cases. In Matthew and Luke mentions this. The case of the woman caught in adultery is an interesting example. "Teacher, this woman was caught in the very act of committing adultery. Now, in the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now, what do you say?" This was in John 8:4-5. Like the rabbis, Jesus preached the golden rule and the command to love God and neighbor, Matthew 7:12, Mark 12:28. And finally, he conferred authority on his disciples, including authority to prohibit and permit. He's appointed them to office and commissioned them, but in an informal and spiritual capacity. On the grounds of all these similarities, I'm tempted to say that Jesus was more like than not like the scribes, and that's just one side of the coin. So, how was he different? So we're going to continue that with more videos. So if you'd like to subscribe to the Mobility Church on YouTube, do so, because there's this and a lot more other videos there. And the Mobility Church itself, do follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So till the next lesson, the next video, just have a great day. Bye.